never play by the rules. Guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle. The top I was young and something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not shit I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling when that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling when that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling when that never be the same.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max Martel with the polo. Like my style, don't y'all? Nights like this, I wish I was with y'all. On my turf, Henry Rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Matey ain't straight up, third cheater. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will be...
Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end it.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Wishing he had a... It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as Divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This time he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Jackson's going to look to run it. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch 36 to Mike. Let's go one more. He's coming. We got double up. Check. 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Here's Breida. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run with Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This is Breida. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
For the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Jackson eluding the pressure right. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
37-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Being chased out left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Watch 36. 36. Keep it up, guys. Line 36.
Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down to the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On first down, Dobbins. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
To throw again, Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. 3rd down here.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
T.J. Watt drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Steelers.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
touchdown.
Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
But on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Flipped off by Troy Prime. Brandon, offensively,
Defensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
He was brought
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
I can't believe they check 31, check 31.
They'll try and run for it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
They run again with Breida. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland taking it in. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 20, Ravens 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Ravens.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? They had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Ready, go.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Check 59. Mike is 59.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Today's final score.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.